Can we get a like for that snipe? I mean, I'm shaking off the rust here, guys. What's going on? Playing some Battlefield 3. It's very reminiscent. Very reminiscing. Reminiscing? Sorry for the phone immediately. Reminiscing to me? Reminiscent? I don't know how to speak properly. I think you guys can catch that by now. But Battlefield 3 was one of, still is, my favorite shooters. It is epic. This game is fantastic. I think it does almost everything right. If I had to give it a rating out of, like, let's say 100, I would give it probably a 95 or even higher. It's just epic. It has everything you could want in a shooter. You know, sniping, assault rifles, tanks, planes, helicopters, rockets, everything. So I decided to download it again and play a little bit on PC. Now, these games are from like 4 a.m. I was tired at the time, and I never played Battlefield really on a mouse and keyboard, so it's a little new to me. I think I did all right. That shot right there, not too bad, not too bad. But yeah, so I figured today we would talk a little bit about YouTube and having a passion for it, because I got a message. I'm not going to call anybody out, and it's good that we talk about this. I got a message on Instagram. If you guys want to follow me on Instagram, the link should be down in the description. But this is not a plug for my Instagram. This is talking about a message I got on Instagram, and it was talking about college. And I got asked by a viewer or subscriber if college is the right choice. Now, I'm not the best to talk about this. Obviously, I have a biased opinion. I dropped out of school. Not saying that I won't go back, but currently I am not in school. I dropped out to come down, live in the powerhouse, and make YouTube content and try to pursue this as a career. Does that mean getting a degree is something I won't do? No, I probably will go back to school, even if it's a community college, even if it's online classes, to get a degree just in case. A backbone and a backup plan is always the best option, in my opinion. But at the same time, the question was, you know, I want to do a YouTube channel. I don't know if college is right for me. So it was kind of hinting at, do I try to make YouTube a career? And starting off just from the get-go, YouTube's going to be my career, this is all I'm going to do, is not the right attitude at all. 100%. I'm going to be real to you guys right now and say that, yes, I do earn money off YouTube. Do I want to make it a career? Absolutely. And having a career means that it funds you. It pays you. Do I want YouTube to be profitable for me in a sense where I can live off of it? Of course, 100%. Now, am I in YouTube to make money? Yes and no. If YouTube was an unmonetized platform, I would still make videos in some sort of way. Now, probably wouldn't be as regularly considering I do get paid off of it, right? So it wouldn't be, you know, every day, but I still would make content. I have a passion for it. I enjoy it. And I see that I have a passion for it when I realize how much I actually work, when I break it down. Because I didn't go to bed until 3 a.m. last night, 3 or 4 a.m. And I had work. I throw quotations there because I work at a coffee shop, but it's part-time and it's not really work. I love the hell out of it. I love making coffee. I don't know what it is. And I get free coffee, so like I love the shit out of it. So I had to get up at 7, and I went to bed at 3. Like, went to bed meaning I went and got in bed at 3. Because I was recording this mainly. I was making some commentaries, exporting files, you know, making thumbnails and stuff like that for the channel. And I had no problem sleeping on 3 or 4 hours of sleep, waking up in the morning and going and making coffee for a couple of hours. I had no problem with that. And the reason why is because I'm passionate about what I do right now. Now, does that mean my body doesn't like the 3 hours of sleep? But, you know, I can push through it. I can do it. You know, I'm still up right now. I haven't slept yet. I've had a couple cups of coffee, like 2, but nothing crazy. And it just shows that most YouTubers who do YouTube and are successful, and I'm not saying I'm successful in any means, but who are successful and are growing and like trying and putting their heart and soul into their channel, they're really passionate about it. Now, if you, in the question was, I want to do YouTube, but I'm just too lazy. That's your answer right there. You know, sure, I would never say I was too lazy to do YouTube, but before I would say I was too young. I didn't have the knowledge when I was younger, and I also didn't have the equipment. But I saved up to get the equipment. You know, I bought the graphics card that I have now. I bought when I was working at a nursing home in New York 2 years ago. I have a 770. I still use it today. Could I upgrade? Yeah, but it works just fine for right now. You know what I mean? I have saved up to get everything that I have for this rig on my own. You know, I didn't ask, you know, like for my mom, and that's not a problem. It's not an issue if you get things as presents. You know, my first graphics card was a Christmas present, but I'm just saying, like, it didn't just happen. You know, I wasn't just funded like, here's a $1,000 PC, make a YouTube channel. It wasn't like that. It was a thing, and I wanted to do it, and then I saved up, and I bought a computer, and then I started to do it. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. And that's just basically how it works. You know, that's it in a nutshell. So if you're passionate about it, pursue it and do it. And I think everybody should make a YouTube channel or try to make YouTube videos if they want to do it. It's not for everybody though. We work a lot more than you think. Like, YouTubers work a lot more in general than you think. There are some YouTubers who don't work a lot. Obviously, there's always the random cases, but most of the YouTubers in this community, in YouTube as a general, work very hard and long hours to make their business. Like, I mean, your YouTube channel is your business. Now, this is a little bit of rambling, but I figured I'd get it off my chest and talk about it. So, what have we gone over? We talked about YouTube. We talked about how it's a passion for me. You know, like I pursue it. And I don't think that you guys shouldn't pursue it. But as a plan one, it is not good. You know, YouTube is something that you have to work at, in my opinion. I mean, you can prove me wrong. Please prove me wrong. But I think that you have to work at it as a secondary option. You know, like, you work, you go to school, and then you do YouTube in the you know, like when you're at home. And yeah, maybe you might lose some sleep, but at the end of a year, maybe your YouTube channel is doing enough where you don't have to work that job, and you're still going to school, but you make YouTube videos. You have a little bit more time to put into your content. And then it grows a little bit more, and then maybe you make that step. You know, you're like, well, maybe I should take a year off school and see where this goes. If I put full effort into this, maybe it can make something. I thought I made a mistake making 2 channels, but now seeing as how well Slickbee is doing, when I say Slickbee, it's weird because I'm talking about myself, but my main channel is doing a lot better now. From when I was doing vlogs, I was getting probably like 1,000 to 2,000 views a day. The past couple of days, I've been getting 8K a day. And that's only 2 weeks of just posting first-person shooters and stuff like that. I haven't posted War Thunder. I just found what the market wants, like what you guys really like. And what I like to post. I like to do this. If I want to do vlogs, I'm going to do it on a separate channel now. I understand that. I've learned my lesson. But the second channel is producing very well. You know, it's doing something really well. And like, these are all things that I wouldn't have tried out if I wasn't a full-time YouTuber. But I still had to get myself in the position to do YouTube full-time. I'm throwing up quotations again because I'm not really a full-time YouTuber technically, because I do have a normal job, but I was full-time for a while. And that's just, you know what I mean? You guys kind of catch my drift. So I know that us YouTubers, I'm going to say us YouTubers, but we might promote doing YouTube and stuff like that, and we might inspire a lot of people to do it. I hope I inspire you guys to try YouTube and stuff like that. But also, don't risk, you know, life itself because of you think you can do it. You know what I mean? Like, you have to be smart about these things. Backup plans are always the best way to deal with things. You know, I think having a backup plan is the best. Even if, let's say, I'm also a big advocate for college isn't for everybody. I had a hard time in school. I had a lot of trouble in school. And it's not that I'm not a smart person. It's just I don't like to study. I can't force myself to do all these, like, the studying, the homework. I can't force myself to do it because I don't care about it at the end of the day. Do I care about things that I care about? I love to read about. You know, history was one of those things. And I would be a history teacher. I would have no problem being a history teacher. But part of the problem is writing. You know, you have to write. You have to go through English and psychology to be a teacher. And I hated all of that stuff. I'm going to be honest. I hated it. I love history. I love history. I read up on history. I had no problems in history classes. The college courses I took, no problem. I read books on them and stuff like that. But then when it gets to, you know, psychology of a child, like, I hate it. I get lost. I don't like it. I don't want to do it. So, you know, school isn't for everybody. But at the same time, there are a lot of professions that require schooling. So if you fall into that category, you're not going to become a doctor without going to medical school. Vice versa, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, just a little talk, a little realism from your boy Slick. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.